Sarawak are not just waterway. They are important for fishing, transportation and daily life. However, these rivers are also home to one of the world's most dangerous predators. As human activities increase along riverbanks, encounters with crocodile are becoming more common. This case study examines human crocodile conflict in Sarawak, Malaysian Borneo, drawing on a comprehensive analysis of crocodile attack records from 2000 to 2020 conducted by Abdul Gani. The primary species involved is the saltwater crocodile, Crocodilus porosus, the largest living reptile on Earth. In Sarawak, this species inhabits all major river basins, mangrove forests, estuaries, and freshwater swamps, creating extensive overlap with human settlements. Sarawak currently supports Malaysia's largest crocodile population, estimated at approximately 13,000 individuals. This population recovery reflects decades of legal protection and conservation enforcement following near extinction during the 1980s. Regional assessment confirmed that Crocodilus porosus population across Southeast Asia have rebounded where strict protection has been implemented. Beyond ecology, crocodile also carry cultural significance. Among the Iban community, crocodile known as Baya Tanah, which are respected as spiritual guardians, symbolized through effigies used in traditional agriculture rituals. However, as conservation success restore crocodile number while human activity intensify along rivers, this shared landscape increasingly become conflict zones, reflecting a broader global challenge in predator conservation.
Human-crocodile conflict in Sarawak is characterized primarily by unprovoked attacks on people using rivers for daily activities. The study by Abdul Gani, 2022, documented 164 confirmed crocodile attack incidents between 2000 and 2020, averaging 7.8 attacks per year. The number of attacks showed a significant increase between 2003 and 2015, corresponding with rising crocodile populations and expanding riverine human activity. Most victims were adult males, accounting for 86.6% of cases, with the highest incidence among individuals aged 31 to 40 years. Attacks occurred predominantly during daylight hours, with noticeable peak between 6 p.m. and midnight, a period associated with reduced visibility and increased crocodile hunting activity. Slightly more attacks were recorded during the wet season, particularly in March, when flooding expands crocodile movement into human-used waterways. Spatially, the Lupa River Basin emerged as the most prominent hotspot, recording the highest number of attacks. The most common human activities at the time of attacks were fishing for 26.2% and bathing or defecating in rivers for 22%, highlighting routine livelihood-related exposure rather than recreational risk-taking. Comparable patterns have been reported in other crocodile-ranged countries where attacks frequently occur during subsistence activities rather than tourism-related encounters.
The causes of human-crocodile conflict in Sarawak are deeply rooted in habitat overlap and behavioral exposure. As crocodile populations recover under protection laws, interaction with humans have increased in shared river systems. More than 64% of attacks occurred when the individuals were actively in the water, significantly elevating vulnerability. In many rural areas, limited access to treated water forces communities to rely on rivers for bathing, washing, and sanitation, condition widely recognized as high risk for crocodile encounters. Seasonal factors further intensify conflict. During the wet season, flooding disperses crocodiles into tributaries and flooded forest areas closer to village. High tides also enable crocodiles to approach riverbanks silently, increasing ambush success. biological factors play a role as well. Saltwater crocodiles are territorial apex predators with increased aggression observed during breeding periods and nocturnal hunting phases. These ecological traits, combined with human river dependency, create predictable conflict scenarios. Similar dynamics have been observed globally, where conservation coverage of large predators inadvertently increases encounters when land use planning does not apply accordingly.
The impact of human-crocodile conflict in Sarawak are severe and far-reaching. Of the recorded attacks, 52.4% were fatal, indicating an exceptional high lethality rate compared to other regions such as Queensland and Australia, where fatality rates average around 34%. Children are particularly vulnerable, with 8 out of 9 recorded. Chill attack resulting in fatality, amplifying fear and trauma within riverine community. Beyond physical harm, this incident generate long-term psychological stress and disrupt livelihood dependent on fishing and river transport. For wildlife, conflict often result in removal or relocation of problem crocodile, which may disrupt natural population structure. Although crocodiles are legally protected, repeated conflict incident can increase public pressure for later control, posing challenge to long-term conservation goals. Globally, similar trade-offs between human safety and predator conservation have been documented in large carnivore management, underscoring the need for balanced, science-based approach.
Management of human-crocodile conflict in Sarawak increasingly emphasizes data-driven prevention strategies. Incident records are compiled into international platforms such as Crocodile, allowing authorities to identify hotspots, temporal trends, and behavioral risk factors. Public awareness initiatives including Sarawak's 3M Buaya campaign, Mengenali, Memahami dan Memelihara, aim to reduce risky behavior through education, particularly among children, fishermen, and hotspot communities. These efforts are coordinated under the Sarawak Crocodile Management Plan, supported by improved digital reporting systems that enable faster response and monitoring. Future actions should prioritize real-time attack databases, expanded community-based monitoring, and continued research into crocodile ecology and environmental drivers such as flooding and land use change. Reducing human dependency on rivers through improved access to clean water and sanitation remains a critical long-term intervention. Ultimately, human-crocodile conflict in Sarawak is not a failure, but a result of successful conservation alongside growing human activities. With proper management, responsible behavior, and cooperation between communities and authorities, coexistence is possible and necessary for the future of both people and crocodiles.